What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Jiggee Jon show. Now, this is episode 5, and this is the Carpool version of my show. Now, today, I am in my Porsche 911 Turbo. First time we're going to be cruising in this bad boy. And there's a reason behind it, because today's guest is an amazing bloke who is pretty much what we call the king of raps. Started his business in Malaysia, and now he is in hard want across the globe. It is none other than my man Remus Chang from a company called Motorsport Playground. And if you are into the car business, or if you love playing with your toys, this guy can wrap anything for you. And he has wrapped all my cars in the past, even today. So if you see me on the roads of Kuala Lumpur, it's the handiwork of this man, and it is him today. Come on in, my man, come on in. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, on the show today, Mr. Remus Chang of Motorsport Playground. Yo, yo, yo!
Yo, what's up? What's up, people?
Oh, that's right, man. Now here's a man who's full of life, always exuberant, and 24/7 with a big smile on his face. What's the story? What's the story? How are you always such a joy bug, Remus? I mean, I've always wanted to ask you that, because you are like wired. You're 24/7 wired. How do you even do that?
I don't know, man. I just love what I do, and that makes me happy, man. I think in life you must find what you love to do, and then just do it.
Because I'm pretty sure everyone who knows you, who has come in contact with you, will say that about you. You are always this chipper bunny, like you're like perpetually on a high.
But not all the time. Sometimes I get stressed.
Well, stress, but the thing is, I think you deal with stress very well, because in all these years of me knowing you, you know, you just seem to exude this huge zest for life. Have you always been like that?
Well, I mean, yes and no.
Okay.
I mean, you always see the nice, bright side, you know, things that are always fine and dandy.
Right.
But what you don't see is, you know, when things don't go well, I go really mad.
Do you?
I throw my tantrum. Yeah, of course.
Oh, you do?
I mean, seriously, man, I go crazy when things don't work
So
out
we
well.
are exactly the same.
Yes.
We are, I swear, if people don't see that side, but if we speak to the ones closest to us who spend the most amount of time with us, it's we go big or we go home.
Yes.
And I think that is because we are perfectionists, am I right?
Because we want to achieve something that's, you know.
Wow, I didn't realize you were exactly the same like me. Because the thing is,
Yeah.
genuinely, I mean, I know that for a fact about you, because I've seen you work. We love what we do.
Correct.
And obviously, most of the time, at the end of the day, in the front lines, that's what we do. We exude that front, which is who we are. We're not pretending. But in our earnest desire for things to go well, if the shit hits the ceiling, it hits the ceiling.
Yeah,
Nice.
you have to answer to your client.
So I think my staff need to interview your staff.
Yeah, man, they need to,
we
man.
need to get a behind the scenes. It will be a major bitching session.
They'll be like, my boss is insane. It's crazy, man.
Alright, so how in the world did you get into this line, dude? Like, let's just go back a little bit. Like, what did you even study, and how did you end up wrapping cars for a living across the globe?
Well, how did I start it? Okay, when I was little, even as a very young age, I like drawing. I like to draw. I like to scribble.
Okay.
In school, in primary school, I would like doodle in my textbook.
Yep.
You know, when teachers teaching, I was always drawing. So my textbook is full of just illustration, drawings, and I'm not paying attention to what is taught in class. Like,
Where were you studying? Where did you study?
I mean, I was a Subang boy, so I was in this Subang Utama school. That's where I spent my.
Were you an art stream or science stream?
I was in science. You'd be surprised. I did biology, I did chemistry, I did physics.
You?
Yeah, I did that.
Yeah.
And the thing is, because I have a chance to choose, you know, art or science.
Right.
But I knew I want to challenge myself. I want to know, because if I would do art, then I'll be with the. I mean, it's bad to say that, but with the lower. Less smarter kids.
Hey,
in
homie,
class.
you're looking at an art stream boy, brother.
Yeah, so I've got a chance to. So I did all right in my Form 3. So I'm given a chance to do science in upper high school. And so yeah, so I took up biology. I took up science stream. So it was tough, but it was interesting. I get to dissect like frogs and stuff. You know, that was pretty interesting, though.
I don't know if I would want to be doing that, but yeah.
Yeah, so I did science, and I learned quite a lot, though.
Now, what did you do after Form 5?
Then I took a break. I was just skateboarding. I was
skateboarding,
riding BMX bikes.
You're one of those guys.
I mean, I was heavily influenced by the whole street culture when I was growing up.
Wow, hip-hop and
hip-hop,
rap.
that really shaped who I am right now.
So tell me, who was your favorite rap artist of the 90s?
Well, back then it was Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, the whole Death Row camp. That was amazing, man. That was like, I would say, the best, the golden era of hip-hop.
But I must say, you have not stepped out of it. You are the ultimate chigger.
I'm still
you are the epitome of chiggerness.
Yeah. And when I was young, I want to be a rapper.
Well,
honestly, I want to
let's look at how you talk. Dude, you exude this. You're all about the rap culture, man. You're the only Malaysian Chinaman I know who does it, and you have that swag without even trying. But it's pretty obvious that influence has set the pace for you for life.
Yeah, man. I mean,
it's just who you are. And the best part is, you're not even trying. You actually do it just so naturally. And it's like, how the heck did this guy just be so... Your Ebonics is on point 24/7. You're like, what up, dog? How you doing?
I mean,
you hanging in there? You tight? You aight?
Yeah, man, that's how I speak since, back in the day. So I've never changed. I mean, the friends who I've never met for like 20 years, they're like, man, you're still the same, man. You're still the same dude that I've met 20 years ago.
That's what I'm saying. So I mean, I've known you all this while, and some people would think that you're just putting it on, but in reality, you've been shaped by what you were exposed to back in the day, and it's just become a way of life for you. Okay, so what did you study after Form 5?
So I took a year break. My dad said, Remus, I give you a year to decide what you want to do in life.
How the hell did you choose the name Remus, by the way?
My dad named me Remus. I mean,
it's on your IC,
Yeah, it's on my IC.
You're freaking kidding me!
Man, Remus and Romulus, they were the founder of Rome. So my dad I think he was fascinated by the Roman history.
Damn, so he named me Remus. Son!
But Romulus killed Remus.
I know, I mean...
he took over Rome, so legend has it. But,
wow, and I had pipes on my BM before that were Remus pipes.
Yeah.
Pretty decent sound as well.
So not many people that I know are named Remus. I don't even know another guy who's...
Not in KL at least. Probably across the globe there are quite a few. So, okay, so you took a break after Form 5, then what?
I was just riding, but my dad was really against me doing skateboarding and BMX riding. He was afraid that I will break my limbs,
Right.
And I worked hard to buy my skateboard, to buy my bike.
Right.
And doing this two extreme sport, I realized I'm better at BMX riding. So I started, buying my bikes from America, from Japan. So I rode and rode. So this whole year was just me riding bikes, me exploring what I want, what I love in life.
At 18.
At 18.
What year was that?
Was I think 97, 98. Yeah.
Okay.
So then I wanted to be a professional BMX rider. So I rode every day. And do you remember Benson Hedges Golden Dream?
Yes.
So when I came back from riding one day, flipped the papers, and it's got a full page. It says, tell us your dream, and we'll realize it. And I'm like, why not, man?
Okay.
So I wrote, my dream is to meet Matt Hoffman.
Ooh.
He was the 10-time X Games champion. He's a good rider. He's he's broken many limbs and he's broken many world records.
Okay.
So 20-cent stamp, put in the envelope, send it out. And a month later, I received a phone call. Say, hey Remus, we received your application.
Yeah.
And we want to see you. So we want to interview you.
Okay.
At this hotel in KL. So at this particular date. So I went.
Okay.
So it's one of this 5-star hotel. It's I can't remember what it was.
Concord?
I think it was I think it is one of those big hotels.
Renaissance, JW Marriott.
I think it doesn't exist now.
Oh.
I think it's already renamed to something
Crown
else.
Plaza Mutiara? No. Anyways.
Yeah, but and I went there, there were like 2,000 people being interviewed. Like I saw the name list.
Whoa.
And I went, so for my dream is to ride BMX, right?
Yeah.
So there's another 3 more guys there. So interview me. And okay, let me tell this story. Back in the day, it's very difficult for us to buy BMX parts, to buy bicycle parts. It's so difficult. We have to mail order, go to the bank, buy a bank draft, send the money to America. So we buy this magazine called BMX Plus. So what I did was, at every page of the advertisement, right, I will write to the sponsor. For example, Matt Hoffman is sponsored by Hoffman Bikes, or or this particular rider is sponsored by Vans shoe.
Yep.
Right? I would write to them and say, hey, I'm Remus. I'm a rider from Malaysia.
Yep.
And I admire your riding style and skill.
Yep.
And I'll write like Malaysia is like it's so difficult to get past and stuff like that. So I will tell them what's it like riding in Malaysia.
Yep.
Things are so limited.
Yep.
And I'll send it out. And every week, so I would write. I would send to every sponsors, every advertisers in the magazine.
Okay.
You know, the entire probably like 20 ads.
Okay.
I'll send it out.
Wow.
So every week I receive gifts. Yeah, man.
Wow.
Riders will write back and they'll send me t-shirts, you know, bike parts,
Wow.
stickers.
Wow.
You know. So every day I look forward when I come back from riding. I look forward to see what I have in
What
my
you got in the mail, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That was like Christmas, man. So yeah, I found.
Imagine receiving real mail.
Yeah, man.
That doesn't exist anymore, man.
Yeah, man. So like I'll send out like a page cutout of the rider riding a bike, you know. Then they'll come back with their autograph in it. So I had all that. So you know, I went to the interview.
Yeah.
And I showed what I have with me, all this
Right.
letters, mails.
Yeah.
And they were like amazed, like, whoa, Remus, you're crazy. You're
You're
really,
hardcore.
yeah, you're really into this. You're not faking it, man.
Wow.
Yeah. So from that I became pen pal with all the riders.
Right.
Yeah, you know, the famous riders in America. So
But did you go there?
yeah, then after that, they sent me to America to meet Matt Hoffman. I
Wow.
was sent to Oklahoma for a week. Then after
Okay.
that, to train. It was more like more filming like a reality TV show.
I see.
Then a week later, they sent me to Florida.
How long were you in the States?
2 weeks.
Wow. All expense paid.
Paid by Best Ages.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, man. I think they selected only
That
10
was probably
guys.
one of the highlights of your life. I'm sure
Yeah, man,
you'll
yeah,
never
man.
forget that.
When I told my dad, hey dad, they chose me, man. You know, my dad being my dad, he's like this Chinaman, old school. You know, what? Really not. Yeah.
I can so picture that. I don't know your father, but I can imagine.
He'd be like-
he's like, sure, boy.
You
Uh-huh.
don't ride like this, after you break your leg,
Oh my God.
man. I still remember this. Okay, we used to hang out in SS15 Subang. I mean,
Okay.
people in Subang will definitely know us back in the day. Like, we hang out with people like Joe Flizzo.
Yep.
He's my good friend.
Yep.
So there's a spot we always hang out, the skateboarders, the BMX riders,
Yep.
and you know, the rappers, they would hang out, you know.
Yep.
My dad would go to that spot and would tell all my friends, say, stop hanging out with Remus.
Are you
He has to
serious?
study for his SPM.
Wow.
And my dad's like, you guys stop hanging out with Remus, bad influence, you all.
Your dad did that?
Yeah, man.
Whoa.
And he wanted to take my bike away from me.
Ooh.
And I'm like, stop him. Like, it was like a big commotion. Like, man, it was malu, bro. It was
Wow.
like really one of the...
Yeah, because you know,
Yeah,
I
man.
mean,
But of course, my dad, he wanted me to
he had good intentions.
yeah, but
He
he
just
didn't
thought
know.
you were gonna waste your life away.
Yeah. So my dad was pretty strict. I had a very strict upbringing. Like, you know, when I was 14, I was skateboarding. He
Right.
came to the skate spot, took my skateboard, put inside his rear trunk. So the skateboard is in his trunk, so I couldn't get access to it. So I can't skate anymore, man.
Wow.
So then, okay, I started working at a very young age. Every time there's a school holiday,
Yep.
I would go to work. I was a waiter,
Okay.
holiday villa. At the age of 15, it was illegal, but you know, at the time they needed people, so I went to work.
Damn, dude.
So I saved up and I bought my own bike. So at the time,
you bought all this with your own money.
Yeah. And my dad, he couldn't take away my bike because I told him, Dad, I bought this bike with my own money.
My own money.
Yeah, so don't touch my bike. So I had a big fallout lah, but yeah lah, those.
I'm sure things are better now.
Yeah. But this is kind of that lah.
Wait, so okay, then what?
Then you know I wanted to be a BMX rider. Then a year deadline came. So my dad's like, hey, already 1 year lah. You have to study now. Let me know what you want to do.
Okay.
So I'm still. I knew I wanted to do art.
Okay.
But what kind of art?
Right.
So I was. This one time I was in PJ State. I
Okay.
walked past this college. It's called Saito College.
Saito, yes,
Yeah,
of course,
I
of
walked past
course.
Saito College. I'm like, I saw the things that they display. It was so cool. So I walk in and then, you know, and I found out that, okay, I was pretty interested in what they have to offer.
Yep.
So I signed up. So I went to, but at the time I wanted to go to Lim Kok Wing
Oh, really?
because it was cooler.
Yeah.
It was further lah,
Of
from
course.
where I'm
Of
from,
course.
Subang.
Okay.
So then I didn't have a choice, and so I told my dad I wanted to we decided on Saito lah. So my dad said, okay, cool. So do that. I did 2 years in Saito. Then
What did you study though?
Graphic design.
Oh, so you did, which is interesting because you were a science stream student.
Yep.
And you realized that you had this knack of doodling, and you followed that passion of yours.
Mm-hmm.
But that's at least your dad was cool with that.
Yeah. Okay, my dad is cool. He didn't want to dictate what I want to be, what I want to study.
Sure.
He just gave me the freedom.
Right.
So if I messed up, it's not his fault.
Right.
Yeah. It's
Right.
like, choose wisely, son.
Right.
And I'm going to pay for it, but don't change your mind later.
I understand.
So I had to take a year off. I told him, give me a year.
Right.
So we negotiated lah. So a year. Then so I finally decided I want to do graphic design.
So which part of Melbourne did you go? You went to Melbourne?
So then I graduated after 2 years. I went to RMIT, Royal
To do what?
Melbourne Institute of Technology. I did Bachelor of Arts in creative advertising.
Very good. And when did you come back to Malaysia then?
Came back in 2002.
Okay. Then what happened?
Okay, during that period of time, I was still riding. I brought my bike to Melbourne.
Wow.
I brought my
you
bike
took
to
your
Melbourne.
bike there.
I took my BMX.
Dude, you're
Because my
hardcore.
BMX was my life.
You're hardcore.
So I brought my
man.
bike to
Hardcore.
yeah. So then I bought a car in Melbourne.
Okay.
So I need to commute. I told my dad I need a car. So my dad was cool with that. So so I bought a Mitsubishi Mirage. Then I started, modifying the car, getting wheels and all that.
Okay.
Without my dad's knowledge. It's like, okay, he's getting a very cheap, decent car, but he know.
Little did he know.
Yeah. So I've got a couple of friends in Melbourne, my neighbors who are into cars. So then, and also this houseman of mine, his name is Breen. He's so into BMW, so he kind of influenced me lah.
Okay.
So we drove around, did some burnouts and things like that. So that got me into cars.
Okay.
And I was into graphic design and into cars. So I always wanted to beautify the cars, putting graphics onto cars.
Okay.
So came back from Melbourne.
Yeah.
Then worked with my dad for a bit.
Okay.
I bought my first car, which is a Proton Putra.
Whoa, the Putras.
Yeah, man.
1.8.
So, yeah, 1.8. That was like the car.
That was the car to do up back then.
That was
I remember some friends who had.
Yeah. Yep.
Gerard,
So-
you know who you are.
So that was a gift from my dad. It's
Okay.
like, because during college I had the shittiest car.
Okay.
All my friends, they had Honda Civic and all these cool cars, right?
Right.
And I have this Nissan Bluebird.
Dude, it doesn't beat my first car. I had a 1977 Ford Escort GT
But that is-
MK2.
But that is a cool car, man.
Dude.
But yeah. So anyways, my friends, they had Honda Civic. They had all the cool cars.
Yeah.
Honda Integra back in the day.
Yes,
They were pulling out the chicks, man. They had the best girls in there, man. They were surrounded with like girlies, man. And I have to rock up to college. I have to park like miles away.
Oh, same.
Yeah.
Same.
So
I
I
parked in the corner.
Yeah, man. So I'm like, pretend. How did we get here, man? I took a bus, man. Yeah, man. Oh, man. Those were the days.
You know,
man.
I used to wear a t-shirt just to drive because my car had no air condition and didn't have the fan. It had the louver windows.
Right.
So I had to use, natural air conditioning. So I wear a crappy t-shirt because by the time I get to college, I'm sweating.
Wow.
Then I'll powder down and then throw on a clean t-shirt and go to class. Because my car had no air conditioning.
Right.
Yeah, but anyways. So then,
Crazy. Well, then where were we?
you parked the car far away.
Yeah, parked car away and walked to college. So
but then you had you had the Mirage in the
okay, so that's how I got into car. So booked my dad, and I got paid handsomely. And I had a Putra, so I told my dad, it's about time. I want to change the car. So I got the car.
Okay.
So my dad he's never into cars. He likes his Mercedes. That's about it.
The quintessential Chinaman.
He's like Mercedes, right?
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And it's like, so for me to talk to him, I have to find the right time.
Okay.
So I waited. I saw this car advertised. It was a R33 Nissan Skyline.
Okay.
So I wanted this car so bad.
Right.
So I was like, man, this is my dream car. So I would wait for the right time to talk to him.
Okay.
So he was watching football. I was like, Dad, can I talk to you? What? Sure, there's something you want from me. So I told him, Dad, I want to upgrade my car lah. Then so I said, okay, I'll work hard for you lah. I won't, after like an hour of being lectured. You know, this guy's so fast. You know, you'll crash. You know, all that's, you know, that being that lah. He's so against me of getting a sports car.
Okay.
But you know, drive slow lah. Don't lie. You never drive slow. You know, this is sports car. You know, the kind of thing. So after negotiating, okay, then he's like, okay,
Yeah.
this is the deal. You pay. You can trade in the Putra.
Yeah.
Whatever money. Then I'll pay for the top up.
Right.
Bring the car. So get the car. So I'll have to pay for the installment.
Yeah.
So I still remember I'll pay like, I think 1,500 a month. For the car. So that car, the R33
Yep.
Skyline,
Yep.
really changed my life. So that put me in the spot. So people knew who I was
Right.
for having that car.
Oh,
because at the
really?
time the Japanese car circle was
Yes.
was small.
Right.
So everybody knew everybody lah. So we were always in the Japanese car meet and things like that. And then I started putting graphics on the car.
Okay.
Then people knew, you know,
Right.
that I'm one of the guys who.
But where did you get the initial graphics done?
Okay, for me, I can design
Yep.
easily.
Yep.
Adobe Illustrator,
Sure.
I can cook up the design in a couple of minutes.
Okay.
So there's a couple of shops in Sunway. So my friend said, hey, go to this particular shop, man. There were many around. So I went to this one, showed them my design.
Yep.
They'd be like, yeah, no problem. Most of them are Chinamen. Can lah, no problem. Can one. Give me your artwork.
Okay.
Can. Okay, come back in 2 days. I'm like, okay, cool, man. Sure, I can do. When I came back after 2 days, what the fuck is this, man? Hey, man, this is not what it is, man. No, it's like that one. You cannot. It's like that one. The fella like, what's this now? No, it's like, hey, bro, it's not like this, man. It can be done. No. This,
Selit Kings lah. Oh, Selit Belit lah.
Wayan kulit until I accept the design.
Right.
It's what convenient to them.
Right. Of course.
I'm like, hey, dude. So I have to pay for something which is not what I wanted.
Ooh.
I don't have a choice.
Classic Malaysian story lah.
Then I went to the other guy. So this other guy is a brother, though, bro.
Okay.
On his shop, sign says open at 11.
Okay.
So went at 10:45, waited. So 11 o'clock, shop's still not open. There's upstairs the shop.
Right.
One small sticker shop. So I have to like knock on the door. No. So this guy woke up with a sarong. His hair is like, oh, shabby and stuff. Hey, apa dia? He's like, hey bang, sebelah buka kan? Nanti. I mandi dulu. So I go down to Mama stall, waited. 1 o'clock, only open. Then, boleh buat ke bang? It's like so slow, man. It's like, boleh, tak tahan. Dah, okay, makan. Same thing happened, man.
Okay.
When I went to collect my car, I'm like, hey bang, betul ke? Memang macam ni lah. Susah ke nak buat?
Everybody's got a story lah.
Susah lah. Kalau macam ni memang tak boleh.
Okay.
Then I'm like, hey bro. Then I knew it could be done.
Okay.
So I was working with my dad. Then, you know, at the back of my dad's office, we have a little space now.
Okay.
So the space I could park the car in there. So I was like, why don't I buy all these plotter, printer machines and stuff like that?
Right.
And do it.
Okay. What year was this?
This was like in 97. No. 2007.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
2007. So I bought the machine lah.
Okay.
I bought all these plotter counters and started to experiment lah.
Wow.
So I started doing. I remember that was, hey son, what are you doing? Wasting your time. So it's eating up. You know, I was working for him, and I started to spend more time doing this
Right.
than to do his work. He wasn't very happy lah. It's like,
Ayo.
so he's frowning.
Okay.
Then word starts to spread. People start to notice what I do.
Did you register the brand yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. So then,
So you were doing it and word was spreading, but it was just like word of mouth. And
Yeah.
rumor, there's a guy doing this now.
Yep, correct.
Young guy, you know, cutting edge, blah blah blah.
Then, in 2008, then a big fallout. I have a big fallout with my dad.
Okay.
So he wanted me to be the second him.
Of course.
Right? And he's like a businessman. He's like a jack of all trades. He wanted to do construction. He wanted to do telecommunications. He wanted to do anything that can make money.
Understand.
Fast and easy, regardless of what it is.
Right.
Things without passion, things without.
Right.
For him, it's just about the money.
Of course.
me.
Understand.
Yeah. So I left
Yeah.
and I worked with this Japanese company.
Okay.
It's called Duke Racing.
Okay.
So Duke Racing is owned by this Nezuka-san.
Okay.
He's a very well-known Japanese tuner.
Okay.
So he tunes
In Malaysia?
in Malaysia. So this local businessman
Okay.
partners with Nezuka-san and opened up a branch in Malaysia.
Okay.
So this friend of mine, his name is Ivan. He was like the manager of this place lah,
Right.
in Sri Kembangan. So he's like, hey Remus, hey, come join me, man.
Right.
Oh, cool. So I left and I worked with them for like 7 months. That's where I learned the tricks of the trade lah.
Okay.
It's like a car workshop, you know, where
Right.
they bring the cars in to change turbos, to tune the car, and things like that.
Okay.
So Nezuka-san will come
Right.
like every month just to make sure everything's okay.
Right.
So Nezuka-san and me became really, really close. So I speak a little Japanese. So whenever I'm in Japan, he treats me very well lah.
Even till today?
I mean, unfortunately, he's left, like, he's passed away lah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but he's a legend. I mean, people in the Japanese
Motorsport industry.
Yeah,
know him, yeah.
So then, after working for 7 months, then I knew the time is right lah. So I wanted to start my own thing lah.
Sure.
We're back.
Yeah, we're back online.
What happened, man?
Well, GoPro decided to act the Billy Goat. So, anyways, sorry about that, GoPro, Hero Black 7, I have to work with you. You're putting me in the hot seat, making me look like a bloody fool. Alright, so anyways, you were telling me about how the fact that you had to set up a brand, and then what happened?
Yeah, how did I come up with the name? Man?
Yeah.
Well, I wanted something original,
Yeah.
something cool, not
Yeah.
like Remus sticker. Limit what I do, man. That's so lame, man.
No. Actually, that could have been quite a... Okay.
Remus sticker, imagine, man.
Yeah, yo.
Yeah. Or like, yeah, whatever, ABC sticker or whatever.
Okay. Okay.
So I wanted something original, something cooler.
Right.
So a place that people can hang out, nothing too serious.
Yeah.
You know, everybody's happy doing what they do.
Yeah.
So I love motorsport. So I came out with motorsport and playground.
Did you coin this on your own?
Yes, definitely, man.
Just sitting down one day and...
Yeah, I had a scrapbook.
Any other names?
When I Googled.
I'm sure you had more than
Wow,
one name, bro.
I have to look back, man. I have to look back.
I would love to hear,
I have
man.
to look back what I
can't remember.
No, but I think this is the one that...
No, I'm curious what other names were in the play and how that this has become the brand that it is today. That would be so cool,
Okay,
man.
I like the name. I like the word playground.
Okay.
Something that you makes you happy because
Yeah.
whenever you are at the playground, you're happy as
Yeah,
a kid,
of course,
right?
of course.
Something you look forward to go.
Yeah.
And something that, you know, your partner, your girlfriend, when they come, they'll be happy to be there too.
Sure.
So the way I set up my shop is I've got a couch, I've got like, you know, like a place where you can drink and stuff like that. When I started, I wanted to have like all this, people can
Okay.
hang out.
Okay.
Yeah. So then the playground word must be there lah.
Of course.
So it's like whatever playground. No, I came up with a lot lah, like you know, sticker playground, then you know, raps playground.
Okay.
But you know, all this. But with that, it will limit what I do.
Of course.
Yeah.
So motorsport was a bit more
motorsport,
open-ended.
Yeah.
So you set it up?
Set it up, register that. Or before I didn't register that. Yeah, because we needed the name to so that the event must go on. So
Right.
they need my branding.
Branding.
on the what lah, on the.
Did you come
approval.
up with this design then and there?
Yeah.
This
So
is still the first design?
Yeah, so I have to.
Wow.
Yeah, so yeah lah. The word playground must be happy lah.
Yeah, of
happy
course, of course,
So the
of
motorsport
course.
has to be like really serious lah. So I merged these two and then put this little car there, and bang, it became
Wow.
what it is right now lah.
But then how, you know, okay, let's fast forward a little bit. So now you're wrapping cars around the world. Some of the you wrap the biggest brands or you know across the world. But even in Malaysia here, basically everyone who is a who's who comes to you. You literally have a playground of boys with the greatest toys lah, because whatever the brands that are out there, because we do have Malaysian owners who own these brands, from the Bugattis to the McLarens to the whole 9 yards, you have had your hands on these cars.
Yeah, I'm fortunate.
I mean, how crazy is that? You know, like, so has your dad ever spoken about the fact like, yeah, I'm proud of you, son?
Nah, he's never said that he's proud of. Never once. He's still frowning whenever he sees me, and he's still not happy.
But
He's never happy.
so what keeps you going today, man? Like what's the drive? Like, I mean, it's amazing because we started working about the time you started as well, and you know, you've wrapped all the cars that I've had, my vans, my event cars and all that. And I don't know who linked you to me. I can't remember now. Do you remember? Because I don't.
can't remember, man. You know, like back in the day, like when we started wrapping cars,
Yeah.
it was not common. It was nobody was doing that.
No.
When we started wrapping cars, people were telling me, Remus, are you crazy? Why are you wasting your time? It's
Right.
not pain. People are saying that
Yeah,
this
of
is
course.
stupid, this will never work, man.
Right.
They were telling back in 2008, they were like, come on, don't waste your time lah.
Right.
Come on, lah, Remus. They were like laughing at me, bro.
Of course.
They were
Of course.
laughing at me because no one was doing that.
I understand.
Because we have to spare. Back then the technology wasn't that great and the stickers weren't air free. So we have to apply it really slowly.
Oh.
Very slowly. Now, there's so much technology in a single sheet. There's air free, so the bubble will go off easily.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's called
I didn't know this, dude.
technology, yeah. So back then we have to do it so slowly, sometimes with water, wet application. That takes like, to wrap a car, maybe like, damn, like, took us really long, man.
Really, yeah?
Yeah. So when we finish doing the whole car, then people start to be like, whoa, this is achievable.
Wow. So you have seen the wrap technology from these earliest days.
Correct,
So wait,
correct.
when it came to Malaysia, or when you started actively doing it, how mature was the wrap business, even say in the States or?
Was okay. Wrap started for
Thank you. I
wrapping
was going to
cars?
ask you that. Yeah.
Okay, wrapping cars
Yeah.
started with fleet commercial vehicles.
What
That's how
year?
it started.
When?
I mean, back in the early days, I mean, probably like late 80s. And
Really?
Back in the day, people were still probably like airbrushing.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, started like cars like, you know, Cellcom, Maxis, you know, things like that back in America.
Right, so
or like,
did it start in the States? Is this something that started in the States?
I would
or?
say States or in Europe.
Okay.
Yeah, where you print a whole sheet and then you put it on trucks and things like that.
Okay.
That's how it all started.
Right.
Mhm.
But when did it actively, like right now, even, you know, the States, all around the world, wraps are happening, but when did it become commercialized the way it is today?
I think
In the 2000s, obviously.
2000, past 5 years. 5 years? I've been in business for like 11 years right now.
Yeah, but
the
back
last
then,
5 years.
11 years ago, weren't there already established rap guys, maybe even in the States?
Yeah, back then the rap guys were all fleet rappers.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Huh.
Then the thing is, because supercar owners,
Yeah.
when you buy a car, like a Ferrari, you can't paint it right away because also avoid your warranty.
Right.
Yeah. And then you wouldn't want to paint a Ferrari because when you say a Ferrari to me, I'm asking, hey John, why you paint the car, man? I'm not going to buy it.
Right.
I want a Ferrari that's as original as possible.
I understand.
That will fetch a better price. If it's painted, I'll be like, why you going to crash?
Right.
You get what I mean?
Right.
So it's like from supercars, it's better off having it as original as possible.
So the wrap actually helps maintain the
Right.
original paint job.
And it protects the whole car from getting stone chip.
Of
environmental
course. So that's one of the reasons why it's become such a huge thing, where people just automatically. I think you wrap a lot of brand new cars. Am I right?
Yep. I mean, like people buy cars, then you know they'll send the cars to us before the customers even pick it up.
Before they even right. I've seen a lot of those kind of cars. Yeah. So it actually is not just all fun and games. It's not just for cosmetics, but there's actually you know, it does actually protect the car body and the paint and all of that. Wow.
Yeah. Until today, I think not many people know that cars are wrapped.
Right.
If you think that it's painted, they'll be like,
True.
wow, can we wrap?
Yep. I mean, when I walk around, drive around, I should say, some people like, a lot of people, it doesn't strike them that it's a wrap.
Correct.
I still remember the Hilux when we did the carbon weave. There was this older uncles one day in Damsar Heights. They were just fawning over the car, touching it, having a massive chat, and I happened to be coming back to go and leave. And the moment they saw me come to my car, they're like, "Is this paint?" I'm like, "No, it's not. It's a wrap." Oh, wrap. What's wrap? Huh? And so it was very fun just to educate them on the wee bit of knowledge that I have on wraps. You know, so it's very ironic. But so what's your next goal? Like, what's next? Because you know, everybody knows that you travel now. You do a lot of work for Porsche. You've done a lot of work for Audi, and I'm talking about globally. You're always living out of a suitcase. You're always flying to some corner of the world.
You're always traveling.
Always. But you know, how did that even happen to begin with? How do you even get international bookings, man? Do you remember your first international booking?
First international. Okay, I was doing work for Audi.
Okay.
and then there's this car that was sent to Hong Kong.
Okay.
So and then this guy is his name is Ingo Matter. He was managing all Audi affairs, race cars in Asia.
Okay.
So he called me up and said, Remus, hey, when was last time you were in Hong Kong? It's like, yeah, that was like 3 years ago.
Okay.
It's like, hey man, I need you to go to Hong Kong next week to grab a car.
Okay.
Are you game?
Right.
I'm like, yeah, why not? Let's do it.
What year was this?
Wow, 2009 or 2010?
So early in your career. Wow.
And then I'm like, alright. Put down the phone, I'm like, oh my god, what have I just got myself into, man?
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, that was the. But let me tell you, I've got this luck that clients will send me out of the country.
Dude, I've been watching that.
Yeah, okay. I started my business, Motorsport Playground, in 2008.
Yeah.
Right? Around March lah.
Okay.
The shop opens. But like in October, this event company that does things for Dell.
Okay.
They sent me to Xiamen, China.
In the first year.
In the first year.
Oh.
I had 2 racing simulators at the shop, you know, for my customers to play lah.
Right.
And then word started to spread. Like, wait, Remus has this simulators at the Motorsport Playground.
Okay.
So then this event organizer, his name is Melvin, and he came and saw it.
Okay.
So he's like, Remus, I want to take this to China lah. Can you
Your
do it?
simulator?
Yeah, my simulator. So I'm like, yeah, I want to take this. I'm like, are you kidding me? I thought it was just like whatever lah.
Yeah.
Yeah, quote me lah, please. I want to, because it's a convention in Xiamen, China.
Okay.
So we need to bring this to China. Give him a quote.
Right.
I'm like, are you for real? Yeah. So I'm like, I didn't take him seriously, no.
Okay.
So I just whatever quote lah.
Okay.
Put in whatever amount. It was quite decent lah. So then he called me up, Remus, okay, on. We're going to Xiamen. I'm like, are you for real? Yes, man. So he said like, okay, the shipping company will come and build a crate, fumigate it, and then we're gonna send this to China. I'm like, oh, for real?
Wow.
And also then he says like, once we're in China, I need to look for showgirls.
Okay.
I'm like, hey dude, I don't even know Xiamen well.
Right.
How am I gonna look for girls?
But could you speak Chinese?
Well, very limited. I can speak Cantonese, but I can't speak Mandarin.
Right.
So I'm like, how am I gonna look for girls, man?
Yeah.
So I'm like, at that time I was like, my wife lah. At the time I was dating her, Jess. So I'm like, hey, let me introduce you to Jess lah.
Okay.
Why not we bring her there? So this Melvin was like, yeah, why not? Send me a picture. I sent the client. So I snap a photo, send the client. The client said, okay, why not? Bring her there.
Are you for real lah?
Yeah, man.
You guys were partnering at the earlier stages.
Yeah, Jess helped me out a lot lah.
Wow.
She was at the beginning.
She's been there from day one.
She was there from day one.
Wow.
She was my pillar of strength lah.
Awesome.
Without her,
big up, Jess. Well done.
Yeah, I mean, without her, Motorsport Playground would be what it is today.
Wow, the man speaks. Behind every man is a woman.
Yeah.
So she actually went there as a showgirl.
Yeah, man. So just dress up with a tube.
Oh my lord, are you serious, dude?
And the job is only like from 5 to 8, man.
Okay.
So just 3 hours work. So that was my first. Then the following year, Audi sent me to Hong Kong.
Okay.
So went to Hong Kong, did the car. Then Audi said like, hey Remus, we're gonna have this race series.
Right.
Audi Cup.
Right.
Audi R8 LMS Cup.
Okay.
24 cars. We'll be traveling around Asia.
Okay.
Doing like 6 races.
Okay.
In Japan, in Korea, in China, in Malaysia,
Okay.
I want you on board. I want you to take care of all these cars.
Wow.
I'm like, okay, why not? Let's do it.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's how it started, man.
So Audi was the first one that kind of gave you a contract.
Yeah. Then Porsche came to know about it. And then
Porsche heard of it, and that's how they hired you.
They saw it.
Dude, so you see how it's so important that when you do something, you do it from the heart, and that actually sets the precedence for the referrals to start coming in.
Yep.
I think your work is solely based on referrals, dude.
Okay, I have a website, motorsportplayground.com.
Yeah.
It was as it is from the day it started. It's only one page. It says Motorsport Playground. It's got a design GTR. And until today, after 11 years,
You are joking.
It's the same.
You are joking.
There's no website. I don't even have a proper website.
And you have built up this rap
I don't really have a time to really. The thing is, I want to do it myself. Like a lot of clients, my client who are into web development. And
Yes.
Remus, let me build your website.
Right.
So we negotiate, but I want to do it myself. I wanted because I don't see
You're
the
Mr.
direction.
OCD lah.
Yeah, because
You're OCD
what they
man.
propose, they just do old school or do
Yeah,
not anything.
And then now you don't have the time for that, dude.
So I never had a website, and
Unbelievable.
come what may lah. I mean, if you Google, you don't get me, you don't get me. I mean, if you get me, you get me. I mean, I've never paid money to advertise my business.
How many cars have you wrapped to date?
Well, I don't know, man.
Tell me, give me a number.
I don't know, man. Honestly,
Give me a number. Dude, give me a number.
Well, I don't know, man.
You have wrapped
100,000.
about 5 cars of mine, so that alone, you know,
Yeah, I mean, lots. I mean,
1,000?
well, I mean, it's a
Probably
safe number.
more,
to say,
right?
Yeah,
I think more.
Yeah.
I think more. 2,000?
Well, I don't know. I mean, like,
Don't you keep track? I think it's more than 1,000, dude.
I've got more things to think about.
I know lah, bro, but you know
But-
what? This is, I mean,
Yeah,
for me,
yeah,
it's the
yeah.
story, it's the journey.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, you have been following this passion of yours, driven by, because you said that earlier, it's the passion.
Yep.
And when you joined the family business, you didn't feel the passion.
Correct.
And you took that leap of faith, almost I would say an act of rebellion in your father's eyes,
Correct.
to walk away and say, no, I'm going to follow my passion.
Yep.
You know?
Until today, we are not really in good terms.
No, you know what? And I completely understand. Your dad, being a father, being a business owner, and the quintessential Chinese businessman model is, I build an empire and I train up my next of kin, my heir, to prep for it. So, you know, from his standpoint, he didn't do anything wrong.
Correct.
It's just so happened that you're wired differently.
Correct.
And he basically doesn't know how to understand how the hell, if is my offspring, how did the DNA go so off? Because you're new school dude.
Yeah.
You know, your dear dad is obviously old school, and I think he's having a tough time coming to terms with the fact that my son is just wired differently, lah. You know.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I think it's a really cool. I mean, how many others out there who are born into the opportunity of having either a family business or an empire to kind of like assimilate themselves into as they come of age, but yet actively take a, I mean, you've got some pretty big balls, you know, to have done that, because I mean, you are a businessman who had a ready business to step into and to be groomed and coached and prepped to take over, but yet you did it and you realized that you were not cut out for it, or you were just not into it. And then you walked away, and you've been following your heart and your passion
Correct.
for 11 years now. It's ridiculous, dude.
Sometimes I think, right, if I was still be working with my dad,
Yeah.
I can go home at 6 o'clock, taking it easy, ordering people around,
You know what I mean?
driving nice cars and, happy hour, things like that. I have so much free time, but it's not me. I'll be a useless dude. And
Let's look at your team now. You've got this amazing batch of young men and some young women, not just Malaysians, but even your foreign boys.
Yep,
And
yep.
we just overheard, or I overheard you mention that Nasir, your Bangladeshi, has been with you for how many years?
11 years, man.
From day one.
Yeah, from
Now,
day one.
I don't even know what his background is, but you have invested in this man's life
Correct.
today that he is one down from you, and he's, I would say, an expert rapper.
Correct.
He's an expert.
Everybody knows him. He walks into Porsche. Everybody knows him. He walks into Proton. He walks into
I mean,
Toyota.
look at the difference that you have made, if not in one man's life, but many others as well, because there's so many of them. But him, that guy knows a craft that he knew nothing about 11 years ago.
Correct.
And look at you have made him a professional.
Correct.
Is he educated?
Well, I mean, not really.
You see what I'm saying? No,
After high school,
I'm trying to look
Yeah.
at what, so it's the same way like what I do as well. Some of my suppliers, the Bangladeshi boys, they have come here with nothing much in their hands.
Correct.
And look at the journey that look at this journey you've created for him.
Correct.
So I
Yeah.
think, I mean, one of the reasons why I brought you on was not just for you to share your story, but it's just that I've watched your journey because I've been working with you for as long as we have, and it means that I've actually been working with you from the day you started. I didn't know that, because I think I started hiring you back in 2008, about there, and not knowing that was your early, because you look so established. I just assumed you were in the business as long as I have been, but it's been an exciting journey. I mean, if I may say, you're wrapping cars for the Sultan down south. Who's huge in motorsport, Sultan of Johor. All right, bro. So it's we're back for round 3. So the GoPro has been heating up because Remus is too hot to handle. The motorsport story is too hot to handle. So this is the 3rd time we're coming back online. But you know what? Great things, stories must be told. So we were talking about Nasir, your Bangladeshi and all that. But you know what people don't see is the journey behind all this, what we've been doing behind the scenes. So you were just telling me while we were fixing this about the fact that you're on the floor, Nasir is doing his thing, and boss and right-hand man working hand in hand. You know, no hierarchy, no ego.
Yep.
It's all left on the floor, and people come in and they're like, Remus, what the hell are you doing on the floor?
I mean, like in motorsport program, if you walk into motorsport program,
Yep.
if you don't know who I am,
Yep.
everybody dressed the same. I'll
Of
be
course.
like this
Of
t-shirt
course.
for the past 11 years.
Of course.
Everybody dressed the same.
Yep.
In shorts, in this black tee.
Yep.
And nobody knows who's the boss.
Yep.
I've got people who come to me and say, hey, I know your boss. You give me good discount, huh? I know Remus. I'm looking at him like, okay, I asked my boss. You know, like, yeah, I know your boss. His name is Remus.
Oh my god,
okay,
dude.
okay, bro.
That's some funny shit, man.
Yeah, man, that's funny shit, man.
No, because the thing is, you're so unassuming. You really are, and I think that's the beauty. That's one of the reasons why. Allow me to say this: why you're doing so well is because you're still very humble. You're still very approachable, and I think people can see the relationship you have with your team, and you treat them as equals.
Correct.
You treat your boys and girls as peers. I have never seen you treat them like I'm the boss, you do what I do. I see a very happy environment among your team.
But sometimes when things don't go well, I explode.
No, I do it, but you see, the difference about that, Remus, and the same goes with me, I explode when I want it to be done my way.
Correct.
But my team knows that I care for them, I love them,
Correct.
and I will always fight for them.
Yes, correct.
And I think you're the same. I think you are the same. I mean, we are very demanding, we push the boundaries, but we're very fair. And I think especially the fact that Nasir has been with you for 11 years, my right-hand man for 14 years, my right-hand woman for 7 years,
Yeah.
they wouldn't have been there and stayed this long if all we were tyrants.
Yes, correct.
If we were
correct.
just barking dogs
Correct.
and just shoving it down their throats. I think that's where, because both of us are built differently, we are creative men, and creative men come generally with a lot of hot tempers.
Yes, correct. When
'Cause-
things don't go well, I'll tell them like, no, you can't do this. This is
Yep.
wrong. I'll explain
Yep.
right then.
Yeah, no, I understand. I hear you. So now I can. I mean, I've always known that. I've seen you in action, but now I know that we're pretty much cut very similarly because we're driven by the passion of what we do. You know.
Correct.
You know. So I think that's amazing, man. Like, I mean, so what's next? What else do you have? Any goals? Any dreams? I mean, because you are busy round the clock. You're as busy as I am. You're traveling more than I am. You live out of a suitcase so much, and yet you've got an amazing team here who's still getting cars done round the clock on the dot. What's next?
I think I'm given a good opportunity. I mean, we work with 3M very closely.
Yep. You were there this year in the HQ.
Yeah, I mean, like early this year, we were sent to Minnesota, which is the 3M HQ.
My
To
housemate lives there. Yeah?
Ah.
My Malaysian girl. We went to school together in Michigan. She works for 3M.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow, it's cold. When we went there, it's minus 37 degrees, man. It was the coldest in 20 years. So yeah, in January we'll send there for 2 weeks.
Okay.
To be trained.
Yep.
We went to Denver. We went to LA, and
Yep.
we went to the HQ in Minnesota.
Okay.
I think the next is I'll be a trainer
Okay.
for 3M to train the new dealers, the new
No kidding.
installers.
Is that happening?
I mean, yeah, it is.
When?
I'll be setting up my training center, which is okay. Now my place is getting renovated. The current place.
No way.
It's already started. The upstairs is
Wow.
just being demolished, lah. So
Wow.
slowly we're gonna have like a proper 3M training center.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So it's
And they are
Yeah.
giving their mark of approval, like you are certified.
yeah. I've been certified since I was the first in Malaysia to be certified as a
I didn't know
3M
this.
car rapper. Yeah.
When did that happen?
Wow. Well, I think I've got but I never put up the certificate. I mean,
I was gonna say, dude.
2 days ago, 3M came like this. They gave me a certificate to certify me again for 2019. So I was the first in Malaysia. I think now it's like a few more shops. They are being they got certified too. But
So
yeah.
you're the pioneer then. You're
Yeah,
definitely one of the
yeah,
pioneers
yeah.
of large-scale car wrapping.
Correct. So
Wow.
Yeah.
We're talking to the Shifu of car wrap. Wow. Shifu.
Yeah.
Damn, son.
Correct.
That's
Yeah.
amazing. I mean, I
I
don't
never-
doubt it. I didn't doubt it, but yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah. But I've never ever thought that I'm a seafood. I'm always just doing what I enjoy doing.
But that's the beauty
you know?
of it. No, you're still so humble, and I think that's one of the reasons I wanted to share your story today, to get you here and talk, is about people who know you or people who don't. You're still the same guy, dude. You've not changed from day one, and I think that's one of the reasons why we get along very well, because I love it when people still stay true to themselves. They leave their egos at the door, and they just bring their A game day in and day out. And I know of many people like that, and a lot of these people are still involved in my lives. I do business with them, and I think that is what the essence of a lot of people, once they become successful, or once they feel they've made it, then they forget these things.
Yep.
Do you get what I mean? And I think you are the epitome. You're a walking example that, I mean, dude, you get flown around the world to wrap some amazing cars. And for anyone who is driven by motorsports or is into cars and into fast cars and all that, you are a great example. And yet you're still here. Nobody would believe that you are who you are. You're still so humble. You refuse to accept the accolades thrown at you. But in reality, it is what it is. You have earned the respect of not just 3M, but some of the biggest guys in town, from the billionaires of Malaysia to the multimillionaires, who are coming to you. And you know the beauty of it, I've heard you say so many times, you've talked about these guys like they're just your macha. We just hear of these guys, okay? We know of them, but you know them, and you know them on a personal level, and you personally have said, that guy is a great guy, or that guy is such a nice guy. Dude, you've said that so many times of so many people. I don't even know them from Adam, but their personalities, or they're well-known guys, or they're business titans, they're icons. And you get a chance to work with them, and you see the other side, you see the boy in them.
Right.
They come to you as little boys, who are still like, yeah, you know, boys with their bloody big toys.
Those guys are, when they're up there, they're very humble. They call me up. Are you Remus? Yeah. Okay, I've got this car to wrap, you know.
Yep. Yep.
Then when they describe the car, I'll be like, damn, that's the car. There's only one in Malaysia, and this car is like $2 million US. Then like, Tan Sri. I'll change my tone. But like, oh, he's calling me up, like. Oh,
and they're calling you bro lah half the time.
Yeah.
Everyone is broing the hui ha.
And when they're up there, they'll be like, Remus, don't call me Tan Sri, just call me by my name, or call me bro.
You see what I mean? Yeah. So what I'm trying to bring out here is, I'm not talking about these men, I'm talking about the fact that you have been hunted out by them, and you've already earned their respect without them even knowing or having met you. So your work is speaking for itself. They are coming to you on the basis that you are the best guy to get the job done. And these are men who probably it's gonna take a lot for an everyday person to just get their business per se, or to earn their respect. But you have earned respect just based on your track record. You know, so I think the story here that I wanted to bring out was the fact that you've just been hustling, working hard, following your heart's desires, working with passion. You're still driven from day one till today, and it looks like it's not stopping. And I just wanted to bring out that story because a lot of people now want to make it quick. They want to make it fast. Nobody wants to put in the time.
Correct.
But they want to make it. But here you are, 11 years later, still going strong, still going hard. And you got the biggest names, the who's who of society, coming to you and treating you like there's one of their homeboys. And then you are like, your lower jaw is on the floor, like, holy crap, I'm talking to so-and-so. But so-and-so has just bro-zoned me, which has basically, that means you're in their inner circle, you know. And you didn't even try. It was just based on the fact that you're Remus Chang of Motorsport Playground, and your work has been speaking for itself. That is what I'm trying to draw out here. The fact that just through the work of your hands, legitimate, honest, hard work, and literally, dude, yours is the work of your hands.
Honestly, man.
It's not just a saying. You are physically holding that blinking thing that smoothens out stickers.
Correct.
And these guys are coming out and looking out for you. So I think, you know how powerful that is? I don't know if you've ever realized it. You have actually gotten respect of some big guns, and you haven't even met them maybe. And they are already coming to you already with the preconceived notion that Remus Chang is a man's man, is a man of his word. He's gonna take care of my $2 million toy or $8 million toy, ringgit, and he's gonna do the best work yet. And I'm gonna walk away pleased and knowing that I'm in the hands of the best man in the business. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think that's the story, the journey that I wanted to pull out, which I know you'll never say on your own account. But hearing you now and knowing how you've been doing it, I can speak on your behalf and I can say that, which is why, I mean, case in point, like this year, you were too busy for me. Finally, you said, John, this is the period I'll be free. And I told myself, you know what? I have to wait for Remus. I have to. And I know that many of us out there will wait for you. That is how good your work is, dude. People are willing, at the end of the day anyway, it's not like wrapping our cars is the most urgent thing on the face of the earth, lah. You know, life will go on. But we want you to physically be involved, because only then we are guaranteed that if Remus is involved, we're going to get the work that we want. You get what I mean?
Correct.
Like even when you were coming up with the artwork for my Beamer, it took a couple of rounds.
Correct.
But then when you finally had a bit of peace of mind and a free mind, you sat down and you came up with it, and I'm like, man, dude, I was just waiting for the magic.
The best time for me to work is when I'm on the plane.
I can imagine.
I don't get phone calls. I get my
I can
my time.
imagine.
Just me and my computer.
I can imagine.
That's where I work best. I create the best design when I'm on the plane.
See? So, you know, it's amazing, all these little backstories, the who's the man behind it, you know? It's like, it's crazy, dude, like, because, you know, your journey, people pretty much know your they see what you're doing, but now we've had a chance to pull it out and hear this backstory, and I'm telling you, it's so freaking amazing that you're still going at it, and you're not even done, you know? It's like, I don't even know when you're ever gonna not have the same energy levels that you have, you know? It's crazy. It's pretty cool. So, I mean, besides the 3M thing, is there anything else that, you know, like what else is driving you, or what else is coming, or is there something we can look forward to?
I mean, apart from cars, I've done planes.
Yeah.
I've done boats.
Yeah.
For plane is cool. I've been sent to like China.
Yeah.
To do planes for the New Year's Eve
Really?
show. Yeah. So, and I was this guy. He's Mark. He's very well known, the pilot. So he Mark Jefferson. So
Okay.
He has this company called the this air show. It's quite popular.
Okay.
So and he contacted us. He's like, Remus, I want you to rent my planes. I'm like, whoa, come on. He's like one of the best in the world. He goes to like around the world to do, you know, acrobatic stunts on his plane. So
Oh, really?
yeah, man, we were sent to China to wrap the plane, and then we saw the plane on TV. It was amazing, man.
That's crazy,
I mean,
dude.
this wrapping thing is not only restricted to cars.
No, of course.
But of course, it's cooler to cars because it appeals to more larger audience.
I mean, you've done motorbikes, I know.
Motorbikes, planes,
MacBooks.
yeah, MacBooks. Anything you want us to wrap.
I've seen you rap just about anything, man. It's
yeah, man. Like anything you want me to wrap.
I probably need to bring my mountain bike and get you to do some magic, you know?
Yeah.
Have
why
you wrapped
not?
bikes yet?
Yeah, of course.
Bicycles?
Of course. Yeah. I mean, like specialized.
You've done?
Yeah. Specialized. Bring
No
bikes.
kidding.
Man. We have
I
done
was
bikes.
joking.
We have done bikes for a lot of famous people, man. Like they yeah, because this guy, his name is Ben. He's with Specialized.
Yeah.
And he brings all his clients. You know, he
Dude.
brings like bikes that's like a 70,000 ringgit,
Yep.
100,000 ringgit. He'll bring it to my shop, and then we'll apply, you know, graphic stickers.
Have you
wrap them
thought
up.
about becoming a speaker just to, you know, invigorate and empower the younger gen?
Yeah, why not? Why not? If given an opportunity, I can.
Have you done it yet?
Not really, but sometimes I get camera shy. I'll be like, so I need practice.
Well, you know, I just think that you, because you're still so hype, you still, you know, have this swag about you, I think you can actually connect and reach out to a lot of this younger gen who, if they were to hear you talk, they feel that they can relate better to you versus like say to a real motivational speaker or someone who's going to come in, because they feel that they can't connect as well. But I just, hearing you talk and given this energy that you're, you know, exuding, I think, you know, there's something to keep in mind, you know, because I think colleges and universities and even schools, I think you will do very well with that age group, you know. And I think it's all about giving back. And I think, you know,
why not?
With the journey that you've had, I think it'll be something cool to look into.
Back then, people used to laugh at me like, wrapping cars, are you for real, man? Like, hey, don't waste your time. Even my dad's like, come on, give up lah. Like, you spend 24 hours, you don't sleep, you're trying to wrap this car, you're not even doing it right.
Right.
I'm like, dude, Dad, I'm happy doing what I'm doing.
There you go. That's the basis
Even
of it.
I don't sleep, I feel happy.
That's the basis of it.
Even when I travel, like women, you know, like in Mongolia, wrapping a car.
Yeah.
I mean, like, clients would be like, Remus, hey, it's time to go home, man, but I want to stay, I want to do, you know?
Right.
So, yeah, man, clients would be like, when they come the next day, I'm still working.
Right.
They come at 8 in the morning.
Right.
we're still doing what we're doing because we enjoy. I enjoy what I do.
Of course.
Yeah.
So I mean, do you have anything to say before we just kind of wrap it up? Because I think you've got a schedule to catch up with, and I want to make. Oh, the roads are a bit tight here. No, but what would you want to put on record, man? Just as a point of.
I think whatever we do, we have to be responsible. I mean, if you promise someone, make sure you do it right.
Yeah.
Or else, don't do it at all.
So go big or go home.
Yeah, man. Do it properly. Be sincere.
Yeah.
Don't cheat. Don't lie. You want to take up a job, make sure you do it 110%. Give that 10% more, man.
There we go. I mean,
Obviously.
it's all about literally giving it your all every single time.
And always be original. Always be original. For me, I sleep very little. After work, I'll be still on my computer trying to design things for my client.
Yep.
I want to do it myself because the personal touch is there.
There you go.
And I want to give it the best.
Ladies and gentlemen, you've heard it from the king of raps, Malaysia's very own king of raps, and he ain't no rapper, although he's got the swag, he's got them, he's got the whole vibe about a rapper. If he ever was a rapper, we'll call him MC Reem. But this is Remus Chang of Motorsport Playground, who shared his journey as how passion and a drive can actually put you on the world sphere. This guy is going around the globe rapping cars and planes, as we've just heard. So what a journey, and I truly hope that somebody has gotten something out of this. So if you want to rap anything out there, this man can rap it for you. Alright, my name is Jiggee Jon. This is the Jiggee Jon Show, episode 5, Carpool edition. Remus Chang, thank you very much, brother. Been a pleasure.
Thanks for having me.
And we will look forward to more cool people in the hot seat and work on these GoPro issues. Yeah.
Peace.
Yeah.